What's going on? What's going on? What's up, Men's Talk Monday? I know it's halftime, so I wanted to get y'all real quick while it's halftime of the game. Y'all know the game. Clemson's winning, beating Georgia Tech, so really nothing too much to watch. So, it's Men's Monday. I don't own the rights to the music, just so they don't cut us off, but I don't own the rights to the music. Got the Drake playing. Hey, 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 hey. What's going on, Jenna? It's good you checking in. Get some of your homeboys and all them on. Check this out. It's Men's Monday. Y'all see the topic. My wife don't even know the topic. She's like building the anticipation, the excitement of the topic. So I was like, I want to surprise you with this topic. But she's going to really understand. Hey, here right now that I said, last year. What? Hey, fellas, have you ever felt like this? I'm giving it all. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm doing me. I'm doing me. I'm a what? Over. So it's over. So it's over. Alright. Here we go. Men's Monday, guys. Thanks for checking in. I'm not going to keep you late. Not going to keep you too long. Been a busy night for me. So I just want to go ahead and get right into it. So if you see the topic for Men's Monday, the topic is journaling.
Oh.
Men, fellas, journaling, right?
Oh, that's good.
So, I just want to give you a few synopsis of when I was growing up. I always knew of women and girls having diaries, right? I always knew about them having diaries that get so overprotected when somebody goes in a diary. If you had a sister, you knew how that was, or if you had a cousin, girl cousin, and you read through their diary, they kept their best kept secret, intimate moments, life-changing things, growth, things that happened in their life as a woman as they matured, that they wrote into these diaries. If you ever was to take a look and to see what's going on in a young lady's diary, right? Which is very good. It's very good because they're tracking themselves and they're tracking their growth and their process as becoming a woman. But as men, we was never really given the object of having a journal. At least not in my time when I grew up. It wasn't nothing about journal. It was more about, sports and, the regular guy, young boy thing. You know what I'm saying? Just growing up, playing, doing whatever. But we never had a way to express our feelings besides playing sports in that sense. That's the way we have, when we got mad or by fighting or going outrageous with something. But as a young man, we never had a way to express our feelings unless we talked to maybe our fathers, if we had a father figure, or your mother. And you might have had a mother who was a single parent. So she had to do the best that she can do to relate, or you had different mentors or coaches as you grew up in life to help you with this situation on how to express your feelings, how to express your thoughts, or you might have had a mentor that you talked to. But this was something that you never came across, was journaling. And the thing is, now that I'm of age, I start researching about journaling and I start noticing that most successful people journal, right? That's a good quality right there. Most successful people usually journal their thoughts, their ideas, their future plans, their goals, and just a spiritual journey and a spiritual walk that they have. Most of us men that I come across never really journal. I actually started journaling this year. And I got one journal. I actually got two journals, but this is my second journal right here. I'm gonna show you guys my second journal. My second journal, I actually took the time out, me and my wife, and it's called Create the Life You Love, right? So that's real good right there. Create the life you love, because the walk that I am in right now, I'm about to create the life that I love, the life that I want, right? And then my next journal, when I finish that journal, is start the day with the goal. Start the day with your goal in mind. That's the next one. This one's empty right here. I'm already ready for my next journal, because this is how exciting this has been for me, fellas. Y'all got to understand the growth in journaling. Now, I got another journal that I wrote before this journal, and it's amazing how when I got that journal, it wasn't really a journal, it was more of a notebook. And so I started writing my thoughts and my daily, what time I would journal, what I had planned in that journal. And the amazing thing is, my wife was like, we're going to get you a real journal. We're going to take you to Ross to get you a real journal. The amazing thing, the way God works is, I said, well, when I finish this day of this journal, then we can go get it. But we went and got it before then, so I already have it prepared. So when that next day come, I wasn't slacking on not having a journal and flipping pages. The amazing thing, the way God works is, that journal literally had 30 pages in it that brought me to the beginning of the next month. And that was the most amazing thing. That was a breakthrough moment, a spiritual breakthrough moment. Like, God has set me up for this, to go ahead and start my new journey in my new journal. And the last day of the month, I wrote on the very last page of that journal. Now, when I started journaling, my wife was actually in another country. She was in Colombia, and I was just going through my growth of solitude. And I said, you know what? This is a time for me alone to just grow as a man and just get really more connected back to who I am, the true me, and not being the worldly and the fleshly me. Sorry, I got something in my eye. So I started going in that way, right? And, I didn't really know how to journal at first. I was asking my wife, like, how do you journal? She's like, write down things that, that's on your heart, that's on your mind, things that you think about. And so I started doing those type of things. I started speaking things into existence, manifesting things in the future that I would like to happen in my life and that I would like to see the growth in. And then I started noticing, as I started getting my relationship closer to God, I started writing letters to God. And I started having these intimate moments with God and writing these letters. And sometimes it got so intimate that, like, while I was writing, I would start breaking down in tears, because I felt His presence. I felt the Spirit present around me as I wrote these. And I felt that He hears my heart. And we know, excuse me, in the Bible, it says, write it down, make it plain. Okay. It said, write it down and make it plain, right? So that's what I started doing. I started writing it down and making it plain. And so now He gave me a vision of my goals and aspirations and things that I really want in life. And He started seeing my heart, my true heart. And so I just want to encourage you fellas, if you're not journaling, you should start journaling. This should be something that you should start doing. Honestly, start on Monday. If you could start tomorrow, that would be great. But start on Sunday or Monday and start your week off by just journaling every day. And see, what I like about the journal is you can talk to your wife about a lot of things, but it's some things that you just want to have a discussion with yourself about, to get yourself right, to get you in the right mindset, right mentality, And I start my journal early in the morning, because when I start my journal early in the morning, it sets the tempo of my whole day and what I expect of my day as I go along in my day. So I'm already setting parameters around how I should feel and how I want to be, and how I want to be a servant, a God-leading servant throughout the day, or even something that I'm looking forward in the rest of the week. So some benefits far as journaling, and I wanted you guys to know is this: the number one of the benefits is it boosts your overall mood. It gives you an overall mood. So when you're journaling, you can be journaling thoughts of gratitude and being grateful for just journaling and grateful for everything that's going on in your life. And you can journal about things that happened before that date. It don't have to be in the future tense, but it also could be in the past tense of things that happen in your life that you're grateful for. Like, God, I'm grateful that, you blessed me with this new job, and now I got a bigger income. I'm glad you blessed me with this house. Now that I got the house, I can do this and that. My kids see the growth in me. See, those are the things that you start journaling and you start realizing. And the thing I understood about this journal is this is something that you cherish and you pass down in generations so that your kids can see this. If you have any kids or any young men in the house, they can see your growth and your progress as you went on. They didn't just think daddy just woke up every morning to go to work and went about his day. No, they really started to see your heart. Now that you're not there, but your spirit lives on through your journal because they like, wow, dad had these missions. He had these goals. He had these conversations with God. He had these struggles. Oh, so now I understand as a man, as I go on, now that my dad has passed, his spirit still lives on within these words that he wrote down. So now that allows me as a young man to start seeing the things that my dad went through, the struggles, if he went through any struggles, the greatness that he experienced, the goodness of God, anything like that, that helped me as a young man, or your son as a young man as they grow on. So boosting your overall mood. And that's one thing we want to set the day with is our overall mood, So what I mean, that's why I had the Drake song. I said, I'm just doing me. Where I played that first because I'm doing, I'm doing me as far as what I'm writing in my journal, right? So I'm setting my morning mood as I do that. And I'm setting my morning mood. I'm setting my morning tempo. I'm having my morning routine go on as I write on through my journal. So that's one thing, fellas, is boosting an overall mood. You want to have a good overall mood. You want to have a great attitude, a positive attitude as you go forward in your day. You want to have an energetic, you want to have those good vibrations, that good energy. You want, when you walk into your job or where you ever work or whatever, you want people to feel your energy. They want to gravitate towards you. You want them to know that you're grateful that you woke up that morning. You're ready for life because you have something that you wanted to wake up for, that you're striving for, right? You got a goal that makes you get excited about getting up early in the morning. And they see that in you. They see that energy. They feel that vibe. And a lot of people just want to gravitate towards that, right? So you want to set that tempo. Another thing, like I said, it enhances positive feeling and well-being. So far as that, now you got a positive feeling, you got a well-being. And this, what I like about it, is you start having those conversations with yourself throughout the day about what you journal. And you start realizing. And then you have those times where you have those times of solitude or those break moments or those times that you're really alone at your job. And you're talking to God and you're like, God, thank you. You might be in a point of where you're saying, I'm so grateful that, the things that you're doing in my life, I start seeing it. God, I'm thankful that you let me be more aware of situations. Now I'm more aware of conversation. Like I'll start the morning and you'll come in to work or whatever, and then you notice it's not a godly conversation that really don't want to entertain your ears, and you'll start being aware and you start picking that up. And God will put in your mind like, hey, Brandon, hold up. This is not a conversation we don't want to entertain. This is not what we want to hear this morning. It's negative vibes. It's nothing. It may be gossip. And where you can switch up the conversation where you say, you switch up the conversation and God just gave you that conscious mindset of letting you be aware of a negative gossip conversation. And then in that time when you're by yourself, you saying, God, thank you for pulling me away from that conversation. Thanks for giving me that awareness of letting me know that this is not a conversation that I need to entertain in my mind and my thoughts. because your thoughts is a lot. Your thoughts work on your emotions too. Whatever you think about all day is what you become. If you're thinking about bull crap and gossip and who did that and who did what and where they going and what they doing, then that's what your mind is going to be occupied on. But if you're aware, you're not going to occupy those thoughts. You're going to be on more of a focused trail, a focused journey on where you're going in life or what you're doing. Nothing that anybody brings to you is really going to bring you down. It's like you got to block her up, and it's like a shield of positive around you, right? And you just backing everybody out because they're bringing some negative stuff, but they're like, man, we can't make this guy mad for nothing. That's the glory of God right there, just walking along with you. Another thing is, a lot of men don't talk about this, but journaling reduces depression. A lot of men are depressed, especially more of the older men. What I'm starting to notice, a lot of older men that are pretty much by themselves usually start going into a depression mode. And they might not talk about it. They might not be, more vocal about it. But they say, oh, no, I just like being by myself. I don't like nobody telling me what to do. Or I want to be, I'm good by myself. I don't need nobody, I feel like this. This is my opinion. I feel everybody needs somebody. And it don't have to be like marriage, but I feel that you need a companion. Somebody that you can talk to on a regular basis. I feel that as an older man, if you're an older man, you should have somebody that you should be talking to on a regular basis, just about life, just about growth, just about, accountability of partner, to help you with your daily stuff that you're going on. Even if they call you every morning and say, hey, did you do your push-ups like you said you was going to do? Something like that. Did you say your prayers every night did you say your prayers this morning? Did you do your gratefulness, your gratitude this morning when you woke up? Somebody that lets you be aware, and then that puts you back in check. And it's not a bad place to get checked like that. But you want to reduce these depression states where you're being so alone. Because like it says, a man that's in alone, he started thinking a lot of evil and different things when you're alone, too long by yourself. You start thinking the most craziest thing, the most sinfulest thing, sometimes when you get by yourself, you're like, man, whoa, I'm entertaining thoughts that I know I shouldn't be entertaining. So, and then you start getting into this depression. You start thinking about, do anybody really care about me? But you're the one who's separating yourself from everybody else, and you're not even realizing it. Right? You're separating yourself from a lot of people and voiding people off and backing them off, and you're not realizing it. But see, this is the thing. When you start journaling, you're having a conversation still. And you're having a conversation in first and third person. Right? You're having a conversation in first and third person. Some journals might be in first person. Like, God, I know. And then God, I know I need to do this. I need to do that. Blah, blah, blah. This is what's going on. Or you might say something like, wow, I saw what I did the other day. This was so impactful. I had a breakthrough moment when I met this one person and we start speaking about good, positive things in my life. And now that I'm doing a morning routine, everything is starting to unfold and develop in my life. All the blessings are starting to unwind. I'm starting to see the fruits of my labor as I'm being more obedient to God, the word, or just being obedient as a student, servant, leader. So when you start doing those type of things, that take you out of a mind state of having depression, right? You don't want to be in that mind state of depression where you start thinking different types of thoughts where you can harm yourself or where you feel like you're all alone by yourself. You never want to get into that mindset where you're feeling all alone because, like they say, it's somebody who always got it worse off than you, right? And we as fellas, we don't like to really share our emotions. But this is the time when you can take that journaling and you can write your emotions down on paper and display what you're feeling. And you don't have to worry about it. And the good thing is, when you get in that good moment, because it's not going to always be good days. You're going to have bad days. You're going to beat yourself up sometimes. Trust me, I do it a lot. I'm like, man, I've been so undisciplined. Man, I don't know what's going on with me. It's like the devil's on my back. I don't know. Can you just deliver me from what he got me messing up right now? I'm not thinking right. I'm not going on the right track and stuff like that. But the most grateful thing about it, the most glorious thing about it is next month, when I look back at when I had that sad moment in life or that sad moment, I could see the blessings that, like, that was just a time that was just a storm that I was going through at that time. That was just something that was troubling me. That was something that God just wanted me to develop more as a character, as a person. See, God put those tests in front of you so you can be the living testimony, right? So as He put those tests in front of you, you might have a bad day. But see, that's the thing. You want those challenges because every challenge you get, you want to see that you done powered up, you done grown, and that you done grown into the spot where now you can pass these challenges that are being thrown at you, that life throws at you. And guess what? If you don't pass that challenge that life throws at you, guess what happens? The challenge comes right back. And so it's waiting for you to grow so you can elevate to that next level. And that's a good thing about journaling, because see, now you start to see where you elevate as a man and start to grow. Another thing, like I said, the benefits is the thoughts, organization. Journaling for men is great and a way to get your thoughts organized. A lot of us men have goals and we say we want to do this and we want to do that. And you know, we don't have, like, some of us don't even have a particular schedule that we follow by, you know. But if you have goals and you start journaling your goals that you want to do, at least that sets some type of road map to where you want to get to. Because a lot of us men, we know, we say, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this next week, I'm working on that, I'm working on this, but you didn't write nothing down. You didn't write nothing down. And now you just end up start doing busy work. And then when your wife come back and she said, hey, I remember you said you was going to accomplish this last week, or you was going to do that. And you say, man, I got so busy with this and that, I didn't even think about it. But see, what your journal does, it helps you remind you of your thoughts, keeping them organized. So where, therefore, if you got a plan of goals in life, you're now starting to set them in order. You're not having them every which way. You know what I mean? You got, like, you might say, hey, by Saturday, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And when you go back to your journal the next day, guess what? You're going to remember what you wrote the day before, because you're going to have to pass by that page, or you're going to see that page right there. And your journal is going to also be a reference to what you wrote before. You like, man, I did write about, you know, I'm going to do this Saturday, so I got to get it done. No matter what time, I'm not going to sleep until it's done. Right? So those are the things that it helps you do. It also reduces brain cluttering. As it mentioned, as your brain has a lot of thoughts of every second of the day, this can help you from not getting exhausted as a man. Don't get exhausted on your thoughts, because your thoughts can wear you down as well. It's not always about physical work, but it's about mental work too as well. You can get mentally tired and your thoughts are all clustered and messed up everywhere, and therefore you don't have a clear vision of anything that you're doing. Also, helping men journaling, problem solving. You might be going through some problems in your relationship. You might be going through some problems in your marriage. And that right there helps you guide where you're going in your marriage. You know, you could say, hey, man, I don't think I've been the best husband right now. I know there's some things she addressed that could help. I haven't been planning date night. I really need to plan date night. I haven't been doing, you know, I haven't been showing her that TLC, that tender love and care, right? I haven't been giving my wife the tender love and care that she deserved. And maybe that's why she's been so angry at me. Maybe that's why she's been so stressed out. Maybe I'm giving her too much of, like, a responsibility at this time in her life. And maybe I can help out a little bit more, you know? So also problem solving. How could you do this? I noticed that my wife was mad at me about this. How could I better handle this situation? If you responded with a situation, like I tell you guys, it's not about reacting, it's about responding. So then and you can also, in your journal, you can congratulate yourself. look, it's a lot of us men that don't congratulate yourself. You don't never say that you proud of yourself. I noticed that. A lot of men that I come across, they don't never say they proud of themselves. They waiting for somebody else to eventually say it, but they never say it in their own, in their own self. Like, I'm glad that I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm proud that I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm proud that I'm accomplishing what I'm doing. And you can say that around other brothers, man. Other men say it. Say it and be proud about what you accomplished. When you have those conversations and you at the sports bar, man, you can have that conversation like, man, I'm so proud of myself for finding this new job. I'm so proud of myself that I'm holding down the house because I wasn't holding it down like I was supposed to be. I'm so proud of how I'm raising my kids. Those are conversations you can have at the bar. It ain't always got to be about the game and stuff like that. When somebody say what's going on with you, it ain't always got to be a problem. Usually when somebody say, hey, so what's really going on with you? You feel they're like, when somebody say, hey, man, what's really going on with you? It's like us men, we got to dig deep and say, damn, what's the problem that I'm having right now? He asked me what's really going on. Well, this was a problem, but we don't never say, when somebody say, hey, man, what's really going on with you? Like, man, I've been getting closer to God. Everything's been working in my favor, man. I'm going to tell you what. If you ain't in your Bible, man, I'm just in this spiritual walk, man. It's just been good to me, man. And see, that's the thing. Sometimes the other person that asking the problem need to hear. They might need to hear that for them, And then they're like, man, I see Brandon moving a different way, man. He moving a different way. They traveling, they living life like they don't got no jobs. What they doing different? What they doing different where they living life where they ain't got no job? They on vacation every couple months and stuff like that. God has just been good to them. I want to get like them. You can. You don't have to get like us, but you can get that same blessings. It's just about being obedient to the man who's been blessing you. You know what I mean? I just serve. And that's the thing. You got to start having positive action, right? To get positive results. Journaling is a positive action. Little as it might seem, journaling is a positive action that will get you positive results. Because every time you journal, it's not going to be a negative. It's going to be more positive stuff that you journal about than negative stuff. And stuff that you want to happen in your life, stuff that you really want and desire to happen in your life, you start journaling these things down. And then guess what? The beauty of it is to see it come to life, to see it get fulfilled, to see that wish get fulfilled as you start journaling. You be like, man, I wrote about this 2 months ago. I really didn't know how it was going to happen. See, that's the thing with us fellas, man. We be worried about the how. Why don't we just put it out there and let the rest handle its own? Quit worrying about how things going to happen. That's our problem. We worry about how we going to fix this, how we going to do that. Listen, you already talked to God. You already put it out there in the atmosphere. You put it out there in the universe. You gave the energy out there. You say, look, I want this to happen and this to happen. It's called law of attraction. Y'all know, everybody done heard about law of attraction, right? And you just want to stay in a good mode, a good mood. Why are you thinking about these certain things? Why you going through your walk? You want to bring positive energy all the time. And so that's why I say, us fellas, we got to get to journal. Writing down our thoughts. Writing down things that we want to happen in the future. Write down what we want for our generation. Remember, as a man, you got a legacy to carry on. Your last name is a legacy. How are you leaving your legacy? Your legacy could be left in these journals. These legacies can be secrets to fulfilling your actual foundation of your family to come. When people start seeing this, and they start, your great-great-grandkids start saying, dang, now your dad ain't gonna, but your great-great-grandkids see, man, if it wasn't for grandpa going through all this, we wouldn't have this land. We wouldn't have this big property. We wouldn't have this money that now we can invest and make more. Because now you're leaving inheritance, and you're leaving the blueprints of what you're doing. You're leaving the blueprints of what you're laying the foundation for future generations to come. See, that's what we got away from, guys, is leaving a foundation. Not only by actions, but by words that you write on paper to make it simple and plain for the next generation to see. What is these journals good for? They're good for me. They're good for my kids, my sons, my daughters, to let them know what I experienced, what I'm going through, my growth, my process, how I live life, how I feel about life, my spiritual connection, my health, my wealth, what I'm grateful for, that I can talk to God. I can write a letter to God and let him know what's on my mind, on my heart, no matter how brutal it is. You get what I'm saying? So this is why I wanted to get into you guys with the journal. Guys, there's so many ways and so many things that'll help you from journaling. Journaling keeps you to improve your memory as you get older. It keeps you to help you keep improving your memory. It avoids distractions. By using your journal, it helps you avoid distraction. Journal helps you achieve your goals, right? Maintain your focus through journaling. And life is rare, plain, and selling. Like I'm telling you, these are the things that you got to keep in mind when you start journaling. I don't know how many men are on the call, but if you're a man on the call, let me know if you got a journal out there. If you got a journal, and do you journal on a regular? This should be an everyday thing. Every day, life is going to throw something at you. Why not be prepared before it gets thrown? Why not have the glove already out there, right? So that's what I'm saying. I wanted to get with you guys, and I know you watching a football game. You might be watching the football game, and you caught me on this live. You like, yo, Brandon, yo, you going in. Football game on. It's cool. But if you're not watching a football game, take this advice, man, and get you a journal. And if you are watching the football game, think about what I'm talking about right now, man. That football game, trust me, we got technology where we can watch it. And as you might say, it's not like the same like watching it live, you know what I mean? I understand. But this is the thing. We cannot be devoting too much time to something that's really not going to bring us any value. Think about that, fellas. Think about it. I love football. I'm a diehard football fan, right? I have my teams, but I'm not going to sit up there and watch every team play a football game. That's just not me, bro. I'm not going to watch this team and that team. I'll catch the highlights. ESPN will make it so easy for me to watch what happened with the other teams and how they got upset or what they did or what they didn't do. I watch my team, and that's what I would dedicate the time to. But I'm not going to sit on the whole Saturday and watch all these different games. I catch some highlights now because I'm not at that point in my life. Well, if I was retired, maybe. If I retired, yeah. Watching the game all day, okay. That's my Saturday. That's my Sabbath. I'm chilling or I'm watching the game all day. That's what I'm doing. Making me nachos, dips, whatever. Relaxing. You know what I mean? But the walk that I'm in right now, I don't have that time and I really value it more, And so guys, I wanted to get into that and just really let you know, journaling is a great thing. It's a beautiful thing for us fellas. Like I said, don't think otherwise because like I said, most of us saw women have diaries or girls got diaries and stuff like that. We can have journals. And I never understood this. This helps me with my reading, as far as different books that I'm reading. This also helps me with my writing. Because, once you get out of high school and college, you're not writing no more papers and stuff like that, right? So this also will help you keep your writing on point. And it just activates so much in your mind. And I'll give you one clue, too. For some reason, writing with blue ink, I heard, it makes it more relevant. It makes it stands out a lot more when you write in blue ink on your journal. it actually resonate more with you as you write on that. So that's why I had to Drake saying I'm just doing me. No, I'm just doing me in my journal. Meaning I'm just writing down what I'm thinking about, what I'm going through, what I need to do to set the tempo. And this is why I do it in the morning, because see, now I'm ready for the rest of the world. I wrote my thoughts down. I already planned my day. My day didn't plan me. That's the number one thing. You already planned your day. Your day didn't plan you. Right? So if anything comes up not of your plan, you still know how to stay on point and stay on balance with your journaling. So I don't want to keep you guys too late. It's 10:10. I think I got y'all real quick on, like I said, I was going to get y'all for about 30 minutes and so on that. So I just want to, about 35 minutes right there at 35 minutes. I didn't want to keep you guys too long. Plus, I got my nightly routine, and, I can go back and write on some journal. And remember, don't beat yourself up if you miss a day of journaling. If you miss a day of journaling, go back, just reminisce over the day that you missed on how that day went, how that day was special. And if you don't understand, like, what I mean, reminisce on how that day was special, you can say these type of questions. What did God show me that day? And just manifest, and meditate and think about it. Like, what did God show me on that day? What did he show me about people? What did he show me about myself? What did he show me about my kids? What did he show me about my family? What did he show me about my friends? What did he show me about my job? What did he show me about my money? Right? So those are the things that right there is a great thing. Like I said, I started journaling in May, and it's been a game changer. Because right now, I love the fact that I'm creating a life that I love. And I'm just going to keep going forward with that. So I just thank you guys for tuning in. I hope this brought some value to your life. That's all we want to do on Men's Monday, is bring value to us men across the country, across the world. This will be posted on YouTube. I will repost it back on Facebook. Barker Family, you can check us out. Again, our platform is Marriage Porn, marriage.p.o.r.n. Pure, open, renew, and navigate, because we're all on this journey together, guys. So, again, me and my wife will be back for the call on Wednesday night. Be prepared for something good, something nice, something great, something that you and your wife can sit down and enjoy, have fun, watch us, kick back, laugh, enjoy. And it's an ice-breaking conversations. We set out ice-breaking conversations and hot topics that don't usually get talked about in marriages or just in general life. So we like to bring those things to the forefront. Again, my wife has Lady Nights Thursday. She goes in. Fellas, get your wife on. If you really need your wife to really get in tune with you, trust me, she's also doing right now, they're doing a month of submission. And like I said, that's a whole different topic. You have to get on with that. But she's doing that, and every morning she does also that group as well. She went from patience to Holy Spirit, now submitting to your husband. And it's been really great. It's been bringing a lot of value to a lot of people that's been on the call. So, and to her as well. But with further ado, thank you guys. I hope you have a blessed night. This is why I do Men's Monday, because men, we start off the week taking it head on and not letting the week take us on, right? So again, y'all have a great, blessed night. I'm going to pray us out, and then that's going to be it. So bow our heads. So, Spirit of the living God, thank you, Father, for giving me this message about journaling. The importance to writing your thoughts down. The importance of manifesting your future. The importance of even writing a letter to you, God, just to let you know that we know that you never left, that you're always with us, Father. To let you know our struggles, our problems, anything that is on our heart, on our mind, that we can come to you at any time. And like you said, Father, in your word, you said, write it down simple and plain, right? So as we write those words down simple and plain, God, you see our heart, you see our mind, you feel our spirit, Father. And I know that with the things that you're blessing us with, it'll help us accomplish a lot of goals that we want to set out, a lot of things that we want to set for the future. Not only that, though, Father, this is a blueprint of the foundation that we lay for future generations, so they can also understand the relationship that we have with you, and that the relationship that we wanted to have with them. Even though we're not here at that time, we still left a spiritual notation of what's going on in our life and what we went through our path and through our walk and through our journey. So, Father, I just thank you for blessing me with this message, that you just allow me to receive this and give this to the fellas out there. All the fellas that are listening to this, and if they're not listening to this, all the women that got a man, let them be able to hear something like this and don't feel no type of way about journaling. Like, this is not demasculating men. This is actually uplifting us to create better, stronger, greater men in this world to help work towards your kingdom. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, guys. That's what it is. I hope y'all enjoyed it again. So I'll see y'all on Wednesday with the wifey. We'll be back. I hope it's been good. Peace out. Good night, fellas.